After making the OAC championship game for the first time since 2006 last winter, the Yellow Jackets men's basketball team is just about ready to get back out on the hard court. We're here with head coach Tom Heil, who's starting his third year here at Baldwin Wallace, and I'll tell you what, this program continues to get better and better every year, and I know we're awfully excited to see what the Jackets have in store this upcoming winter. The season starts basically a week from tomorrow. You're going to be on the road.
Yeah.
It's been an off-season full of anticipation and high expectations for this program. How have the guys been able to kind of channel those high expectations and just keep working to build for this year?
Well, we obviously had a season last year where I think we had some times we were playing really well. We had some struggles in the middle of the year, and the thing I was the most proud of as a coach, and really our staff was the most proud of, was how we finished. I think we continued to improve and overcame some points where we weren't playing or coaching very well. We stuck together, and we were pretty good at the end of the year. So for us, I think that led to a pretty good offseason, but our guys are pretty hungry. I think we've worked really, really hard. The focus for us has been what it always is in trying to get better every day, whether that's the spring, the summer, and even right now. Not looking too far ahead, and really trying to prepare for really our scrimmage Saturday and worrying about that and taking care of that. But I do think our guys have had a tremendous offseason. It's been a joy, man, to coach this group I think we're on practice 20. It's really, really been fun.
What I think a lot of people will look forward to with this team, they've got so many pieces coming back. You lost two good seniors last year, but you had some upperclassmen make some contributions. Cam Kuhn is now a senior. He was the most notable. But, boy, you had some young guys last year. Jay Battle last year as a sophomore was an all-OAC performer. You had three freshmen in Michael Quiring, Alex Nara, several others, but Ty Colombo was another one that comes to mind. And guys that saw the floor a lot. Mm-hmm. So how do some of those young guys maybe have the game slow down for them now a little this year?
Oh yeah, it's a completely different team, and I felt that all fall, and I felt that all, October since we started practice has been. Man, I haven't had to coach much effort. What it's supposed to look like from an intensity standpoint. Our upperclassmen really have done that on their own, and that's been the beauty and the joy of really just having 5 new guys in the program and 16 or 15 returners. It's been incredibly fun, I think, as a coaching staff to just really kind of coach basketball. We haven't had to coach a bunch of effort or the way we want to do things or kind of culture stuff. I think our guys have done a really good job of that. So it's been fun. We obviously return a really good group of guys. But in this league, Brendan, man, it's really, really competitive. So that doesn't necessarily mean anything. That doesn't mean you're going to win more games or have more success or win a championship. It still comes down to getting better every day. So we know that. Our upperclassmen know that. We're not taking anything for granted just because we have an experienced group. But it does help. It certainly does help.
The OAC itself is a really, really good league, and it seems like it gets better and more competitive every year. But you've put together a really strong non-conference schedule with some trips both right at the beginning of the season before Thanksgiving and then before Christmas to kind of push yourself against teams that are probably going to make the NCAA tournament. What do you hope your guys get out of that experience?
We wanted to play a tough schedule. To prepare us for the OAC, obviously, we want to be compete on a national level, and I think if you compete at the top of our league, you are competing nationally. I think if you can, over the course of 18 OAC games, finish in the top half, compete for a championship, first, second, around there, then you are as good as anybody in the country. So we wanted to make sure with our non-conference schedule we were taking the opportunity to play people, and a really big part of our identity as a program, we don't want to be afraid to fail. We want to go compete, and sometimes when you compete against good people, you're going to lose at times. You can play well and lose. We want to grow and get better as the year goes on and not just try to search and find teams that we think we're better than. We want to go play people, and I think we've put together a schedule where we're going to get challenged. I don't think there's anybody on our schedule we can't beat. Frankly, there's probably nobody on our schedule, if they play well, that can't beat us. So we want to have to play at our best, and I think if you do that, you feel like you have to play at your best to win. That's where you kind of grow and get better as a team. You find out a lot about yourself, and that's what we want. So
The last thing I want to ask you about is about some of those new faces. You said obviously you got 15 guys coming back, but 5 new players in the program. You don't have to go through them individually, but is there something that maybe collectively you're impressed by?
yeah, I think that they've really bought in to the way that we want to work. I think our guys have, and really, to be honest with you, this has come from our captains. I'm very proud of our 4 captains. Mike Kaminsky, or really 3 of our seniors, Mike Kaminsky, Cam Kuhn, Jake Featheroff, and then one of our juniors, Genesis Battle, have done a tremendous job of leading. And the expectations on how we work, I think, has been communicated, both probably verbally, and also I think just with some, hey, watch how we do this. This is how it's supposed to look. They're not there yet. They're still freshmen, but all 5, I think, are contributing in some way or another, and I think have found out how competitive it is at practice when you're here, and it's a whole different level. And I think they're adjusting and doing a good job. So really happy with their progress through 20 practices, 2.5, 3 weeks, and they will be excited, and so will we be, where they'll be in a month, and then 2 months, and even 3 months into the year. I think they'll improve at a pretty rapid rate because of our upperclassmen, and I think that they really care about those 5 guys. My hope is that they've made those guys feel like part of the family from the first day they were on campus, and I think that's what they've done, and I sure hope it is.
I'll tell you what, this is such a fun group to be around. The energy is great. They play a really fun, exciting, fun to watch style of basketball. Averaged more than 10 3-pointers per game last year, scoring almost 80 points a game. It's a team that you definitely want to come out and support. So we hope you can make it out to at least a few games here at home. But if not, you can follow all of our web streams live online, and we'll cover you the whole way. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right.